objectives complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Helicóptero. Tengo que salir de la zona entonces. Excelente. Falta.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Oh. Excelente, buena. Qué buena.
Mission complete. Great work.
¿Qué? ¿Ve? Qué cagada. Bueno. Si nadie me vio, ¿por qué dices B? La base madre.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.
Bueno. Bien. Bien.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Misiones secundarias. En la ayuda de Android puedes ver las funciones y opciones disponibles en el menú de tu Android. A presionar, ok. Si tienes el cursor sobre alguna. Cerrar. Todo esto, tengo misiones secundarias acá. Dice misiones. ¿Qué es acá? Ah, mira, a ver. Neutraliza el comandante de snipers a larga distancia, dice. Extraerlo no lo iba a hacer, extraerlo. Vamos a ver. Tengo una lista de misiones. Extraer el intérprete ruso. Ah, acá está este desgraciado. Bien. ¿Dónde estoy? Aquí está acá, desarrollo. Armas ítems. Este de acá está excelente. No. Bien. Equipamiento de compañero. Bueno, yo elegí la misión secundaria esta, ¿no? Esta de acá, extraer el intérprete ruso. Mi caballo. Va. Un minuto. No vuelvas a hacer esta. 14 kilómetros, ¿no? Bien. Bueno, 8 todavía de kilómetros. No me gusta nada.
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
¿Cachorro? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde hay un cachorro? ¿Qué?
Use your horse for traveling long distances. Let us know from your iDroid and we can send him to you.
No, disculpa, pero ¿para qué lado está? Ah, mira, acá está, ¿ves? No lo había visto, ¿ves? ¿Eh? Ah. Bueno,
Roger that. We'll pick him up.
no lo había visto ese perrito.
We found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
A ver, ¿dónde estará?
That's the target.
Ok, ese es el objetivo. Pero no están solos. Ah, voy por acá. Bueno,
Это было неплохо. Правда? Что это значит? Я друг твоего приятеля.
Ого, это действительно и полезно. Любые мелочи могут помочь в этой холодной войне, да?
Точно. Эти слова могут спасти твою жизнь.
Ха-ха, может быть. В следующий раз ты должен научить меня еще чему-нибудь.
Конечно. Увидимся.
That Soviet soldier in the green beret is speaking English. Must be a language specialist. With him on our side, we'd be capable of Russian interpretation support. Try and extract him.
Talk. Where are your friends?
bien. Excelente. Lo llevo. Misión completa.
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Bien. Ah. Vamos a pedir un helicóptero. Helicóptero.
Roger.
Más pequeño. Bien, bien, bien.
Say, boss, seen many animals in the field? Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Vamos a ver. Capturar animales. Puedes capturar animales salvajes si los duermes con una tranquilizante, animales pequeños o medianos, o extraerlos con la maniobra fulton, animales grandes. También puedes capturar animales medianos o pequeños con una arma de apoyo, jaula de captura. La unidad de apoyo pondrá a esos animales bajo la protección de automáticamente. Acá hay una misión secundaria. Bien, vamos bien.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
El lujo.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Epa, que lleva también al caballo.
Departing. Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Mother face. Mother face, no mother. Mother base.
DD, come back!
El perro.
Mix. Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though. He'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands. DD, right? Ocelot raising hounds. Fine. Come on, DD.
Bien.
Boss.
Moral del personal. Dice, base moral del personal. Si la moral en la base de la base madre sube, las habilidades del personal aumentará por encima del nivel normal. Regresa a la base madre con frecuencia es muy bueno para aumentar el moral del personal. Ok. Muy bien.
Have a good day, boss.
Excelente. Gestión de personal. A ver, ¿cómo he visto? De armas.
Thank you for letting me join the ranks, boss. I won't let you down.
Lo que he hecho. Ah, la madre, ¿son todos estos los que tengo? Bueno, que me falta nivel requerido 6 dice. ¿Y cómo veo eso? Ah, ok. Aquí esto veo el nivel. Base madre nivel 4. Información de base, equipo IT tengo 14 de 30. Unidad de apoyo tengo 9 de 30. Sala de espera tengo 2. Calabozo. Recursos. Ahora vamos a leer información previa de Ocelot. La ruta ¿dónde está?
You're up. We're changing ships. We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler. The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it? Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? Yeah. We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road. And then? We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march. Better horses than boats. Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
Bueno, eso es lo que
While the
pasó.
Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes. The United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news. The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics? Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire. A second Cold War. And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity. Private forces? Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation. I remember, but... I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit.